Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and welcome to our football construction site as we build a team through the NFL draft. You always hear others say that this particular draft is weak, or wait until next year to take this particular position, or the NFL draft is an inexact science, but we at Football Game Plan believe that all three of those statements are huge myths, and we're here to show you why as we go through 7 rounds of the NFL draft and pick players to make each NFL team better. But before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. You have to remember that the selections that you see in this mock draft will be based off of Football Game Plan Scouting player rankings, which you can find on our website at youtube.com/footballgameplan or footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. They're also based off what I would do as the general manager, not what I think they'll do, not what they have done or what they will do, but what I would do if I were the GM, and also what I believe are the team needs. So not what other people may think the team needs are. If I think they need a quarterback, then I'm gonna take a quarterback. That's how it's going to go for this mock draft. So it's time to put on my GM hat and let's get started in building up the NFL. In round 1, I went offensive line with the best guard in the draft, and Dan Feeney out of Indiana. I think Feeney is a day 1 starter at right guard, and I know they signed Hugh Thornton, but Feeney excels on both ends of offense and was one of the more consistent performers on film. The Falcons need help in the secondary, and I like both Desmond Trufant and Robert Alford. Adding a stout slot corner in Corn Elder out of Miami makes a ton of sense. Elder has high-level football IQ with ball skills. He's also dependable versus the run and solid technique and coverage. Jaleel Johnson out of Iowa gives the Falcons a solid rotational piece on the interior. Johnson is extremely solid versus the run and does a great job in maintaining the line of scrimmage. In round 4, I wanted to give the Falcons a quarterback that they can groom in Davis Webb out of Cal. I like Webb's ability off of play action as he can drop the football deep downfield. I think he's also an upgrade over Matt Schaub even as a rookie. Depth at linebacker is also important, and getting Jordan Herdman here will go a long way in fixing that for the Atlanta Falcons. Herdman was a standout at the Senior Bowl. He's solid in coverage and also gets through the trash really well. I think he's a very good blitzer coming from the interior. He's also a top CFL draft prospect that could end up north of the border at the end of the day. And finally, in round 7, I went back to the secondary with Daquan Holmes of American International. Holmes has outstanding ball skills and versatility. He played both safety and corner in college and would make a better corner in the NFL. He's fast and explosive and does a great job in reading concepts on the fly. So that's a wrap for this edition of Building Through the Draft. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. And if you want to watch our other NFL team 7-round mock drafts, and you already should, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan, where you can catch all of our FBGP scouting prospect ranking videos. Also, subscribe to Football Game Plan podcast on iTunes.